In CAD, Calcs, and Graphic Calc, unit conversion and checking is automatic. You can work in metric units or inch units or any unit system of your choice. An initial library of units is included with the software. The all units contains all of the units, available units that have been set into the system preset, and then you have to select a unit system that you'll be working with and then set up the unit system to include the units that you will be using. You can also uh, define a new unit system here if you wish. There are 5 unit systems already preset here, but you can add a unit system of your own name and set it up to have the unit symbols that you want. So let's delete this. Let's say we'll be working in the millimeter system. So there may be some unit symbols already present, but let's say I want to add the degrees unit symbol. So I just go to all units and I will go and select degrees, then just copy it, then come to millimeters and paste it here and paste it here as unit value, and delete the unit name and the physical quantity and say add unit. The software will automatically pick it up from the all units and do the conversion, and now you can use the unit symbols of degrees. Let's take one more example. Let's say I want to add newtons for my forces. So I go here and the all unit system, select newtons, copy the unit here, go back to the millimeters and then paste it here and paste it here and delete this. And say add unit, and it added the unit. So you get an idea that you can select units from the all unit system and then put it into the unit system that you'll be using. And if a unit doesn't exist in the all unit section, for example, let's say you want to add calories, CAL, and I go to all units and I look for CAL and I find that it's not here. So I can then come back to millimeters and say enter the unit name I want manually, and unit name I enter as calorie, and then physical quantity is quantity of heat, and the value is, I look at the table, is 4.184 joules, and I add this unit, and now this will be available in the metric as well as it will automatically go into the all units. So once you have finished setting up unit symbols, uh, next thing you have to do is you set up your preference and select the unit system that will be your default system, and later on you'll see how you can save this in the default file, so every time you load a new file it'll come back with the default system that you use. So I select millimeters, and now if I for example, if I take a measurement from endpoint, put a dimension, it'll come in millimeters. Let me draw another line. Let's say let's measure it from here to here, and you can have a control on the display unit. For example, I want to see this line in inches, so I can just select this and come back to format and units, and I can say I want to see it in feet, or I want to see it in inches. You can say that I want to see it. You just type in inches here and it'll convert it automatically. So you can use mixed units in the same model, and when you enter a number which is going to control the geometry, then you have to enter the units accordingly. For example, if I wanted to control the angle of this line, I can go 45 degrees, and then you just click on the angle here, click on the cell here. This will follow the thing. If you want, for example, to set up a target for a goal seek function that you will see a little later, then you may have to enter the unit exactly equal to what you're goal seeking. So here is a hygiene. Let's say I want an area to be 45 millimeter square. I have to enter it like this, to the power of 2. I can also enter it as 45 millimeter, but if I enter 45 millimeter, it will shout at me because it thinks that's a variable that it doesn't understand. And you notice the dead bug here telling me that it's incorrect. So and let's say you have a need for use a composite unit. So let's say I'm going to set up a cell here. I want to set up a 4 scale, so it's a 1 millimeter to per Newton. Since millimeter per Newton has not been defined in my unit library, in my unit system, it goes and converts the units based on the all units. So I have two choices here. I can click on this and come back here and say units. I want to say millimeter to the power. I enter it manually and it'll give me the unit. Or there's another option. I can go to the unit library and go to the millimeters and set up a new symbol called millimeter Newton. Copy it and paste it here, delete this and delete this. You notice that as soon as I add this unit will change automatically. So if the unit symbol is contained in your current unit system, it will automatically default here. If the unit system is not there, it'll go to the all unit system, and if the unit doesn't exist, it'll come back and let you know that you have defined something that's not correct. And this other thing is that you have an option. Supposing you want to see this value without any units, you just come here and say that hide the unit, and it'll just give you the number. So unit checking is important because when you have multiple calculations, it's following it line by line, so you cannot do something which is not feasible from an engineering point of view. Thank you.